are going to be reacting to the 1,000 Pound Roomies show, the new show on TLC. We were going to be reacting to the whole first season, but I guess they took it down. I literally just went to check and they privated the whole video. So we're just going to watch some of the clips from the show together. I'm sorry if you hear my dog. He's snoring right next to me, so I apologize for that. But if you are new here, hi, I am Celeste. I have lost 95 pounds in the last year and 7 months. I am on a health journey and a weight loss lifestyle. I have changed how I live and what I do completely. So if you want to join me on my channel and on my journey, go ahead and subscribe and become part of the family. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So we are, like I said, reacting to a bunch of videos. I will link all of the links in the description down below if you want to go ahead and check out the show for yourself. I do watch TLC shows quite a bit. 1,000 Pound Sisters, we just did a video on that. The Roomies one, this is the first time I am watching this. I did watch a couple of the 1,000 Pound Best Friends and, you know, a bunch of other shows like that, and my 600 Pound Life. So let's go ahead and react to some of these shows.
The beach got the fat hotties with the bodies going to the beach.
I am Jazz, the most amazing.
You were supposed to say me too.
Oh, and this is Nisha. We're roommates.
We're both a little extra, nearly 1,000 pounds extra. Can Miss Nisha go in the house with you guys?
The only thing
my
we love
goodness.
more than food in this world.
Not the kids exposing her already.
Sit right there. Is my daughter Nana. We've tried so many things to lose weight. Ew, what's in the bowl?
sea moss.
So a lot of people, oh my god, sea moss, you guys, let's be serious. So a lot of people, they say like, oh, like I tried so many diets. Even I have said this, okay? Let's be honest with each other for a second. The diets do work. They do. It's what we do after the diet has worked. Success after that. That depends on our success after that. If we keep going, if we continue with the diet. Diets are usually like very short. And diets do exactly what they should. If you're going on a calorie deficit and you're doing more activity, obviously the diet is going to be working. But after a little bit, you have to readjust your calories, your activity, everything like that. It's pretty much all on you to continue on with that. Or if you're not really feeling it anymore, then you go back to your unhealthy eating and everything like that. So I have done that so many times. I will sit here and say, you know, yes, I yo-yo dieted, but the diets did work. I would lose weight whilst on a diet, but then after the diet ended, it was my fault that I gained the weight back. So, you know, they said, you know, they have tried everything, but sticking to something, being consistent with one lifestyle choice and change, and, you know, sticking through that for months and, you know, maybe years if you're a very larger, you know, size, you will see the results. You just have to put in the work. You have to show up and you have to stay consistent. And that is why diets are called diets, because they are short. And that is why a lot of people get, you know, pissed off when people say it's a lifestyle change. It really is. And I cannot fathom to you guys how much of a mindset shift you have to be in to properly and healthily lose the weight and become of a healthier lifestyle. It is a whole lifestyle change. You can't just take out one thing and then keep eating just pure garbage, and you can't work out a bad diet either. Focusing on whole foods, getting in your activity, drinking plenty and plenty of water, and staying consistent with those 3 things, you will see results. You will. I promise. It is a science. Our bodies are meant to lose weight when we eat a lot less and we move a lot more. It is just a fact.
I'm making us a drink.
And sea moss, I was gonna say, a lot of people, her face is hilarious right here. I bet it literally tasted like straight up shit. But I was gonna say, a lot of these people want to try like these quick fixes, or they see on social media like sea moss drinks or, you know, green drinks. And some of them, yes, they are good. It is good to get your greens in and everything like that, especially early in the morning already. But a lot of them, they're just bullshit. They just want to feed you a bunch of tips and health tricks, because a lot of overweight people just want that quick fix. They don't want to take the time and be consistent. And even I didn't in the beginning. You know, I did a lot of quick fixes. You know, I intermittent fasted, you know, in the beginning, and that is such a good tool, but you really have to be careful with that. And you really have to make sure when you are eating, if you are intermittent fasting, that you're eating the right food. If you want a quick fix, be consistent. Just be consistent. It will work. Yes.
But now,
just like that.
It's time to get busy. I'm on my daughter has. I have to be here for her.
If Jasmine doesn't undergo the surgery, most likely she will not survive for long.
Surgery is something that like scares the out of me. It would be easier if you...
And a lot of people do experience that. And, you know, my mom wanted to go through with gastric bypass. It's her decision if she wants to go through with that, but it is a lot more work than people think. A lot of people think it's an easy way out. And like I said in my video before, I support you if you want to go ahead and get the surgery. That, I feel like it's not an easy way out. It is just a tool there to help you. But when you are taking Ozempic and things like that, and you're not really putting in the effort to change your lifestyle or eat healthier or start doing more activities where you see fit and necessary, that is the easy way out. You are just being lazy, and taking Ozempic is not good for you. It is just not.
You was doing this with me.
I want to lose weight, but that doesn't mean I have to be stuck on the scale all the time.
I've been taking the weight loss shot.
That's true. So, you know, when I started losing weight, even sometimes to this day, I will weigh myself a couple times a week. Not every day, because as a woman, our bodies change. Even throughout the day, even throughout 4 hours, our bodies do change. So a couple days before my period, I will not weigh myself. I can feel the changes in my body right before I'm on my period. And on my period, obviously, our bodies are working so hard to do what they need to as women. So I might weigh myself once during my period, and my period is usually about 4 to 5 days. So weighing yourself during your period, I would not recommend it unless you just want to be crying even more. But weight fluctuations as a woman is completely normal. It is very normal. But when you are of a bigger size like these women, like Amberlyn Reed, a lot of those women, even the women in the fat acceptance, like to say like, oh, you know, my weight fluctuates 20 pounds a day. That's not normal. That's not healthy. It should really only be 3 to 7 pounds. Or it even involves like how many times you've used the bathroom. If you used the bathroom the day before, if you drank a little bit more water in the morning or the night before. A lot goes into your weight, but definitely like going over 10 pounds, edging into 30 pounds, you're losing or gaining it a day to maybe every 3 days. That's not normal, and you need to go to the doctor.
I don't like that shot.
I'm in pain.
And it's the leg.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, she's losing.
Everybody has their own opinions on the shots and everything. If you have a different opinion than me, I'm going to respect it. You know, we're not all meant to agree with each other, and that is what makes the world a beautiful place, is we all have different perspectives, we all have different opinions, but I also ask you to respect my opinion on, you know, disagreeing with medications like that. I just do not agree with pharmaceuticals. They are just very, very bad. They're not meant for us.
But at what cost?
I am in so much pain.
And she said she is losing weight, but at what cost? And yes, that is true. You know, when you are of a certain size, there are things that are dangerous. But she wouldn't be in this predicament. She wouldn't be in this situation if she did not get to the size that she did. And, you know, of course, she cannot go back. She cannot change that, you know, this happened to her. But she can definitely take it by the balls and continue and move forward and do what she needs to do to get to a healthy weight and life.
I'm trying my best to hold on.
I just want everything to be okay.
Nisha, I'm scared.
Yeah.
What if I'm never gonna be able to walk again?
Time 9:30.
I don't know what happened to her, but I know that
It's a wake-up call.
And it's very scary, especially when you see someone that you love, a family, a friend, anybody that you have that like personal connection with. It is very hard to see them struggle with their weight, but not only their weight, but other health conditions related to that. Because you're trying to be there as much as you can. You don't want to be harsh. You don't want to be rude and, you know, say, you know, you need to lose weight. You're being more of a disservice to these people in your life by being complacent, by enabling their behavior, by telling them that they are okay being the size that they are. That is more harmful to them than speaking up, being honest with them. We only get one body on this planet, on this earth, in this existence. Why would you not do everything you can to take care of it? Sometimes for some people, it is a longer process. You have to go through a lot to finally realize, like, okay, listen, this is my body. I only get this one. I need to start taking care of it. But as soon as you get there, you will not regret looking back. It is a complete change that you will love yourself and respect yourself in the future. Sticking to it, it will completely change your life and your view on yourself. Another thing I do want to do with these videos, with reactions and everything like that, is read the comments. So every video that we watch, we're going to read the comments. So this one is the first video we watched. We're going to go ahead and read some of the comments on this video. So the first comment says, they both seem like funny, beautiful souls. I hope this ends up a happy story. So I do too. These women are just very, very pretty. They're beautiful women. Beautiful, beautiful women. And I really hope that they can get the help that they need. Somebody else commented, once I realized I was overeating because I was trying to fill unhappiness, I lost 80 pounds. Eat when you are hungry and eat slow. When you no longer feel hungry, stop. Don't eat again until you feel the symptoms of hunger. Not having a taste for something, not feeling peckish, find the difference again if you lost it. Food does not feel unhappiness, it just feeds it. It's okay to be Eeyore, but food won't make you happy. So yes, I completely agree with this as well. But the only negative, the only bad thing is when you get to a certain size, especially the size these women are, you do not know when you're genuinely hungry. Your hunger cues are not there. They're not real. Because every time you have felt hungry or emotional or sad or whatever it may have you, you eat to fulfill that, like this commenter said. So, definitely seeking therapy and seeking a nutritionist or a dietitian, it will help you so much because, they will help you understand what does real hunger feel like and not just feeling peckish or bored or emotional. So somebody else commented, I would like both ladies to accomplish weight loss. From watching 2 shows, I feel Jazz most definitely wants to change it both for herself and for her child. Nisha, on the other hand, as Jazz pointed out in the first episode, is definitely an enabler. She wants a food buddy. She continually tempts Jazz, and it's very frustrating to watch. So we will have to see ourselves, once we watch more clips and everything like that and come up with our own, opinion and perspectives. But obviously, when you have 2 people, whether they're siblings, friends, or in a relationship, there is one who wants to do better, and there is usually another one that is the enabler.
Wake up! We going to the beach. We going to the beach. We're going to the beach.
You guys, I have not been to the beach since I was like a very little girl. I used to be so self-conscious. Even when I was younger, like I would wear just a straight up t-shirt and shorts. Like I would never really be in a bathing suit. Even as a little girl, like in a one piece, I would never wear a one piece. So losing so much weight, I cannot wait to go to the beach one day in the future. I really don't care for beaches, but I would love to go back and just have fun. Like I said last video, I do have a vacation in August, so I will be having a Shein try-on haul very, very soon whenever those clothes are delivered.
You're going to the beach.
No, we were supposed to do this together. I know Jazz is upset because she really wants to be a more active mom, but sitting in the bed moping about the pool is just not gonna do it.
Right.
She's gonna have to get back up on that horse and try again.
Yes, because yes, weight loss is hard. Anything in life good is difficult, and that is just what happens. It is just how it is. And if you go through something difficult and you prove it to yourself that, listen, I can do this. Like, I am a strong person. I am a strong woman who can do anything that I set my mind to. It is such a confidence boost once you realize, like, there are things that you can do. You just have to try hard. You really do. You have to put yourself out there. You have to overcome fears, and you have to just do it. You have to try. Everybody starts somewhere. Even with certain things today, I am still a beginner in so many things.
I don't feel like getting looked at. People be taking pictures and doing all that. Like, I don't feel like dealing with that.
You just gotta pose for them. We're going.
When I'm at home.
And this is what I was saying about, the fat acceptance community and the health at every size. This is how a lot of the people, if not all of them, feel when they are of an overweight or morbidly obese size. A lot of them love to claim that they are confident and they love themselves, they find themselves beautiful and this and that, but they're most likely just like this woman right here, feeling so stuck in their body, feeling so self-conscious, feeling like they cannot do anything but lay in the bed and just feel sorry for themselves. And that is not a life to live. That's not a life I want my friends or family or even myself most of all to live. It is not a life, and you are taking so many opportunities and things away from yourself. Feeling those emotions, journal about it, talk to yourself about it, talk to a therapist, a professional about it. and really, really take it and just go. Just go. If you start and you don't stop, imagine where you could be even 30 days from now. You could be completely different, and it's all a mindset thing. You have to believe in yourself and you have to just go for it. You have to.
I feel safe. It keep me guarded. It keep me shielded. The public can be a little bit too much and too extreme because of my size. You're fat, you get stared at. And it has been people that have took pictures of me when I've been out in public that have said rude things to me. And I just get so used to fearing the negativity that that's what I automatically think it is.
Exactly. And here they are saying, you know, oh, I don't want to go out. I'm feeling very bad about myself. I'm feeling very self-conscious. I don't want people to stare at me. Meanwhile, she's pulling fast food out of a bag. I mean, seriously? We have to do better.
I gotta try this food. We going to the beach.
And her eating this, she's gonna feel absolutely horrible after eating it. Just processed food, just absolutely just horrible inflammatory foods, and they are not good for you. And when you hear, you know, people feeling lethargic after eating fast food or something very high calorie or with a lot of oils, it's literally your body reacting to just how unhealthy and bad it is for us. You know, you could have not done that. You could have gotten some yogurt with some fruit and said, listen, we're going to the beach today. Today is a great day to start, not my diet. Do not call it a diet or it will not work. It is a lifestyle change. And you guys are gonna get pissed, but I don't care. It is a lifestyle change. It is a mindset. Once I was doing the things that would make me healthy, once I was following through with the words that I was saying and what I had in my mind as my life, the vision I had for myself, that's when those things started becoming true. You know, so they could have started this day out completely different, but they ate fast food and then they're probably gonna cry because they just feel horrible.
So this is what you're supposed to do. You're
supposed to take the hash brown and put it inside the sandwich.
Yep. And then you take another hash brown, because this is the one you eat on. You eat that on the sauce.
That's the double decker.
No, you eat that on the sauce.
So are we ready? We're not gonna stop going places. We're gonna, you know.
And stuff like this, like, it is such a guilty pleasure, and I understand that. I still to this day love McDonald's, their French fries and their Big Mac most of all. But when you stop eating these foods often and then you go to a fast food restaurant even one time, you guys, it tastes like shit. It tastes straight up like ass. And it's because it becomes an addiction. And your brain changes when you eat these foods. It's literally a chemical change in our brains that makes us want to crave it more and more. So therefore, our taste buds become acquired to that taste, and we want it. We just want it constantly.
Nisha is very controlling.
I am so determined to get Jazz to the beach. I don't care what it's gonna take. And when I give Jazz the food that she wants, it does help.
And yeah, see, this is what the other comment was talking about. She is an enabler. This lady is an enabler, at least from what we can see right now from the show, and it is not good. She is killing her friend. She is taking part in killing her friend. And she was just saying, like, she wants to do everything she can to help. Something you can do to help is make her a salad. Something you can do to help is be there for her. Tell her, listen, we're in this together. We can do this together, but we cannot do this anymore. So we have to change our lives, because if we keep doing this, if we keep eating absolute shit every single day and doing nothing, we are gonna die. Not giving her fast food and giving into, you know, the negative behaviors that clearly both of you guys have. The mental illnesses that clearly you both have. And it's an abusive relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. It is abuse.
We're gonna speak on the negative.
Right.
We're gonna stay positive.
And yes, she's happy, but because she is mentally ill. She is a big woman. So when you give someone of a bigger size fast food, of course they're gonna be happy. It's not because she automatically, magically wants to go to the beach with you. No. She's gonna feel even more like shit because she just ate fast food full of grease. She probably inside physically feels like shit. And now you want her to go to the beach with you? I don't understand.
And we're going to Crush this.
I'm hungry.
Up to it, down to it. We do it because we used to it. Screw those who don't do it. We gonna eat.
Literally having like a whole handshake or like a secret best friend, you know, type of thing, like a saying or something, when you're literally doing the worst possible thing for each other and your body, that is pathetic. That is a no. It's not cute.
I probably own a lot more bikinis than most girls my size. I'm ready.
It's a really cute top. I love that
for
top.
work, I am a social media model. Is that a title?
Yeah, you just made it.
There's actually a lot of demand for models my size. So
So she is literally giving into feeder content. And if you do not know what a feeder is, do not open the door to it. Because feederism is very, very evil. It is disgusting. Feed these women or other human beings to the point of most likely death. Morbid obesity. Morbid is there for a reason. It is death. You are going to eat yourself to death. And a lot of the people in the mukbang community have already died from being fed. And, you know, a lot of people that do those videos, they get comments, they get, you know, money from others who want to see them eat specific things. They will keep doing it and then they will die. But she's literally giving into feederism, and that is not okay. That is not healthy, and that is most likely something that's keeping her this size. Because she is getting comments every day, you're beautiful at your size, don't change, don't listen to anybody, you know, you're healthy, you're this, you're that. So not be so delusional to the fact that you are very, very unhealthy. There is mental illness that needs to be addressed and taken care of.
pretty good money. I'm the breadwinner. That's what I am.
And that just shows you how crazy feederism and, you know, wanting to feed people is it's crazy. It goes so deep and it gets so dark. So dark, you guys would not understand it. I have watched so many videos, so many podcasts, so many documentaries when I first started my weight loss journey, even to this day. Sometimes I will see videos of people talking about how they got into feederism and just the things and, you know, people that they experienced. You guys, it is disgusting. It is absolutely evil. And she is giving into those people just to make a little bit of cash. She sold her soul to the devil. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. When you give into things like that, your self-worth is this big. It's disgusting. You are disgracing yourself as a woman, let alone a human being.
You got snacks?
Yes, definitely.
How many snacks you got?
A lot.
What kind of shit?
We got the Fritos and the Cheetos and the...
Oh, then we good then.
We real good. We live about an hour away from Venice Beach.
And she is a big woman. Like, this is a big human being.
We've never been to the beach together.
No, we've never been to the beach together. Last time that I physically walked on the beach, I was a kid.
Really?
Yes.
That's why we gotta go.
That's
we
true.
have to go. We're California girls. What California girl wouldn't want to go to the beach?
Where are we parking at?
I feel like maybe we
No.
It's gonna be okay. I promise. Watch.
When you fat,
And
you gotta
walking,
think outside.
she's worried about where, you know, her friend is gonna park. Walking is one of the best exercises you can do at any weight. If you are smaller, if you are bigger, even if you cannot walk for a long time, doing walking intervals will really, really help you in the long run, because obviously once you start, you're just only going to get better from there if you stay consistent with it. And that is something a lot of people just do not understand with losing weight and having a healthy lifestyle. Is consistency is one of the most important things about it. You have to show up every day for yourself, and maybe no, you don't have to work out every day. You don't have to work out 7 days a week. It's actually recommended 3 to 5 times a week. And your body, if you are training, you need those rest days. Your muscles need time to repair, and so does just your body overall. So I'm not sitting here telling this woman to go walk all the time every day for 7 days a week, 24 hours. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact that she's worried about just plain walking, like the easiest thing that us humans can do, it's not good. That's already a bad sign. Walking is one of the best cardios out there, and there's more than just walking. Cardio doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be stupid. So cardio is cardiovascular health. that is related to your heart. So if you get older and you don't pay attention to your heart at all, you don't pay attention to your heart health, you're gonna have a lot of problems, a lot of problems. And you can reduce most of those problems just by doing cardio 3 to 4 times a week, whether that's walking, running, jogging, dancing, swimming, biking, hiking. There are so many things that you can do for cardio. It doesn't have to be boring and it doesn't have to be repetitive. Switch it up, find something that you enjoy, stick to it, stay consistent.
We got the chair. We're gonna strap it. The big girl chair. Every fat girl needs a big girl chair.
The weight limit is probably about like 1,000 pounds. It's wide and it's made out of steel.
Crazy. A weight limit on a chair, 1,000 pounds? I'm speechless.
The bot going to the beach. Got the fat hotties with the bodies going
And
to.
there's no way that she's sitting in this car comfortably. There is just no way. There's no way at all that she is comfortable. And I feel bad. I really do. I have empathy. But I'm also not going to feed into delusion because this is just crazy. How do you get to this point in your life? And this is why I say all the time, when you get to a certain size, you seriously need to go to therapy. And you don't have to dig into the issues right away, but really opening up to other people, it really does help, especially a medical professional who is literally trained and has the education and knowledge to help you with these specific issues. Seriously, this is not okay.
The beach.
I like that one.
I like that one because we do got bodies. It's just a little bit extra.
We a lot extra.
I'm trying to debate if I should have a snack or not.
You can't wait. Not you pulling snacks out the titty.
I like to put this cookie in my mouth and then like hold it to the side like a squirrel and let it melt. You know, I start panicking. I felt heat flashes and it's just like feeling like it's moving too fast.
Right, and that's most likely because of her weight. And a lot of these people want to say that, you know, they have anxiety just because of other reasons and not their weight. It's most likely weight related. She's feeling anxious because she's going to the beach. She's going to be showing her larger body and she's going to feel ashamed. She's going to feel anxious because people are going to be staring. They might take pictures of her. She's being recorded literally for a television show. So obviously, yes, I understand that she is anxious. She has anxiety. But these are reasons why you are this size. These are reasons why you have to go through such a long process to become healthy because you've gotten yourself to this point.
We're here. Look.
Yeah, all these people with their bikinis and bathing suits on and I don't feel good at it.
I don't understand why people are so worried about other people. That's the first thing. Stop worrying about everybody else on this planet.
I want to crawl under a rock.
Girl.
And it sucks. It really sucks because like I was saying, they can't even have a normal fun moment. Just them going to the beach, having fun, not worrying about anything, but just today's going to be a great day. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to get some activity. We're going to get in the nice cool water, feel the sun on our skin. It's going to be an amazing day. It's not like that for these girls because they're so worried about their weight, and they should be. They should be. They have to take accountability and they have to change it. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself and just eating more, you need to change things for your own benefit instead of feeling sorry for yourself. You can feel sorry for yourself, but use that as motivation to change for the better. And remember, all of the times you want to go eat fast food or snack or just not work out or do anything good for your body and your mental health, think of the low moments that you had crying about how fat you are, crying about how just disgusting you felt. Think about that. That's what I did. Every time I wanted fast food, I was craving it. I wanted to go on DoorDash and I was about to press order confirm. I would think about the moments that I would spend in my bathroom, on the floor, or in the bed with my head in the blankets, trying not to, let anybody hear me sobbing because I was disgusted with myself. Think about those moments. And I guarantee you will go grab a healthy snack and you will want to go work out, because those are the things you need to do when you feel that way. Not get fast food and then you're going to cry and feel guilty because you gave in to very, very bad things.
What's wrong, Pooh?
And she knows what's wrong.
Right
I asked that.
Here.
You know exactly what's wrong.
I'm not going to the beach, Nisha.
We're already at the beach.
Well, that's fine, but I'm not walking or going over there.
Why not?
And another reason why this gets me really upset, like I'm getting upset right now watching this, because I literally was in this woman's shoes. And no, I was nowhere near as big as her, but that doesn't matter. When you are of a bigger size, the same feelings are there when you're 216 like I was versus 600 pounds. The feelings mentally and emotionally are still the same. And it makes me just want to shake these girls, these women, and just tell them stop. Like, you can do this. It is okay. You're gonna love yourself so much more if you just take care of your body. And the next time you go to the beach in a couple years after your progress, it's gonna be so fun. Like, you're not gonna worry about things like this.
Yeah, what's going on? Talk to me.
Like, I don't belong. I don't feel right. I feel embarrassed.
When do we start caring about
Nisha, I don't feel like getting looked at. I don't feel like getting stared at. I don't feel like people taking pictures of me, laughing at me. I don't feel like doing any of that. I'm sorry.
And it makes me feel bad. I have empathy for other human beings, so I'm gonna feel bad when things like this happen and I see a woman crying. But at the same time, like I said, it is nobody's fault but yours. And you have to take accountability for that. And you have to realize at the end of the day, these are things you can change. Yes, it's gonna be difficult. It's not easy. Weight loss is simple, but it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It is not easy, but it is worth it. And it is something that you have to prove to yourself that is worth it. And you love yourself enough to give yourself love back to your body. This has to be her lowest point. She has to change after this. Because like we seen in the last video, if she doesn't change, she is going to die. And she will not be there for her daughter. And if she doesn't change, her daughter is going to see her die from, being morbidly obese. And who's going to say if her daughter doesn't carry on the same exact tendencies? And if her daughter, gets to that point, it's just a generational cycle. She's going to give it to her children if she has children. It is just a never-ending cycle. And somebody has to break it, and it needs to be her. And she doesn't need to apologize to anybody. And it's going to be cruel to hear and to say. She doesn't need to apologize to anybody but herself, because she feels this way because of the things that she has done. And like I've said before, and this is something I truly believe because I have gone through it. I have lived through this. A lot of people get to a bigger weight and size because of trauma. Things that happen to them as children, things that happen to them as teens, things that they could not control. And, yes, I understand that. Like I said, I have been through that. That's why I got to the weight I was, because I would turn to food for that comfort, because all the shit I went through. But when you're an adult, you are in control. You have got to take accountability. And way back then, we didn't have as many, mental health facilities like we have now. We didn't have the things that we could go to when we needed help. There was nothing like that. So, and it's something that we should not take for granted, going to get help for our mental health. And we are literally, mental health still has such a big stigma because people that are overweight or morbidly obese, they claim that their mental health is completely perfect. But deep down inside, we all know there's no way. There is no way that your mental health is perfect. There are mental health conditions that make you get to that size and that aid in that. And you have to be an adult and you have to control that and you have to fix that and you have to do everything you can to become a healthy-minded and physical adult.
Can we please stop? Can we stop? It's not always like, what can we do? What can we do? We can't. Sometimes we can't.
But what about
sometimes
the chair?
Nisha, the chair.
And you can see her mental health right now. She's saying, sometimes we can't. You can. You can. You can. Don't say you can't. If you say you can't, you're not going to. Because you're ingraining it in your mind, in your subconscious, that you are not good enough, that you cannot actually do something. You are not strong enough, whether that's physically, mentally, or emotionally. If you say that you can, you will eventually believe that. And if you do something, if you step out of your comfort zone and prove to yourself that you can do it, you're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. Keep doing it. Keep proving and showing up for yourself. It's not I can't anymore. It's I can. It's I will.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it.
We go to get out the car at the beach and Jazz completely just froze. I don't feel like I have the right words to say to her to get her out of the car any longer. I'm annoyed with Jazz because I feel like she just let these made up fears just get the best of her. She has like really bad anxiety when it comes to people like looking at her or staring at her. And I get it. But for me, it's like, whatever. Like, if you want to stare, stare. Like, I don't care. Like, I have every right to be at the beach just like you.
Right, and that is true. She does have the right to be at the beach. And whether you're as big as a train or as small as a cucumber, you have rights. You are human. Your rights should not be taken away, determined by your size. But at the end of the day, we as a society, we cannot be in denial anymore. We cannot tell these people that they are healthy when they are not. Especially with me, it's not about looking at, their physical, attractiveness. It's not about that for me all the time. It's simply just a human to another human being. Health is important, especially today, because there's shit food everywhere. And if we are not making the right decisions as human beings, we're literally killing ourselves. Over what? Food that gives us dopamine and serotonin for 5 seconds and then we hate ourselves?
It's not easy for me either. If I fall in the sand, then what? Who's gonna come pick me up? Because I sure as hell can't get up alone.
Right, and it's like I was saying in the 1,000 Pound Sisters video, when you get to a certain size, you become a burden. You are burdening your family, your friends, and society. That should be the biggest wake-up call you ever have. So a couple of the comments, this one says, she poses on the internet where it's forever, but won't go to the beach where people won't remember her tomorrow. She is beautiful and should just live life to the fullest whilst she can. So yes, I agree with that. But if you were on the internet literally posing your overweight body for feeders, but you don't want to go to the beach, there's something that's not correlating. That's a disconnection, and it's just confusing. And then somebody else said, fake shit to me, them being embarrassed about going to the beach, but millions of people are watching them on TV. So I do agree, it did seem a little bit scripted, but the context is very much true. It is very much true that, these women and other people that are this size feel like that. That is not a lie. People feel this way. I felt that way. So that is just as important as the message. The message is important. That if you feel ashamed or if you feel, like you're letting yourself down, there are things that you can do to change that and to really make your mental health better and to show yourself to stop saying I can't and to just start doing it.
This is what fat people have to do. They gotta roll over on the couch like that.
Don't fall.
Then you gotta hit it like this. You gotta hit the floor like that. Hit the floor. Then you do like that.
At least you could get up.
Whew.
Everybody ain't able.
At Dr. Nori's office, I weighed in at 630 pounds, and I gotta get down
630 pounds. That is a big woman.
down to 500 pounds, and that is a lot of weight. Okay.
It is, but like I said, if you're a bigger size, it should be very easy for you to lose the first couple of even 100 pounds fairly quickly. All you really have to do is lower your calories by 300 to 500 and you're good to go. Like, you can lose weight like that because you are just used to eating just such a calorie surplus that changing one little thing, cutting out all soda and just drinking water, you can lose so much weight. Like, it is not difficult. It's only really difficult to shred like the last 60 pounds or even like 30 pounds or 20 to 10 pounds. Right now I'm struggling, not losing weight because I'm in my body recomp, which means I am eating enough protein, I'm fueling my body with the right foods whilst strength training and doing cardio 4 to 5 times a week, because that is lowering my actual body fat percentage and I'm gaining muscle at a slower rate, but I still am, like I said, burning fat off my body. So my body composition, the way my body looks, and the ratio is changing drastically. So obviously with me it's a little bit slower because that is a long process. You have to be doing it for months to years, and I am still a beginner with that. I'm learning every day, but obviously it's fairly, easy if you are of a larger size to get those pounds off.
Bam and bam. I've been waiting to check the scale for a few weeks,
and I don't know why she's standing like that. You do not take your weight like that. You stand up straight, and I see a lot of people constantly looking down at the scale when they're taking their weight. No, stand up straight, have a good posture, look directly at whatever is in front of you, and once 7 seconds pass, then you look down, then your weight should be totally on there. You shouldn't be bouncing up and down a couple ounces. It should be just a flat scale rate. Then that's your original weight. I take my weight, no shoes, no socks, completely undressed. That is the most accurate way to get your weight. And like I said, weight fluctuations, they do happen, but it's a lot easier to tell your actual body weight with no clothes on, after you use the bathroom in the morning, and with no food in your stomach, no water or anything, as soon as you wake up. So how she's standing, this is ridiculous.
I'm terrified.
You do not take your weight this way.
I don't know if it's gonna say that I lost 1 pound, if I gained 5 pounds.
And like I was saying, when you are of a certain weight and you're not losing weight rapidly, you're not doing everything you should.
That's the weight have you lost?
I'm down 40 pounds.
Period. Okay.
Good. That's really good though. But she needs to fix how she stands, because that's not accurate.
I've only lost 40 pounds.
But that's good.
And I know it might seem like a lot, but it's not, because technically that means I still have 90 more pounds to lose. And that's a lot.
40 pounds is a lot to me. I wish I lost 40 pounds right now. Okay.
You did it how I like it.
I'm not fat for no reason. Baby know how to cook. I know doggone well you ain't full.
And their portion sizes, you guys, are astronomical.
I just sat up here and cooked all this food.
And trust me, I want it. But Niche, I don't know. I needed to take the shot. It's a weird feeling, like you just be feeling like you full of gas and stuff.
But see, that's exactly why I told you to take that shot after you ate, because you knew I was cooking. We need to figure out.
And this is one of the reasons why I do not agree with the shot. All of the shots do is just make you not really feel hungry. But you need to make sure that you are starting your day with a high protein meal. Because when I was growing up, I heard all the time, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I hated hearing it. I hate breakfast food, or hated. I love breakfast food now, because when I wake up, I'm hungry. And that is a really good sign that your cortisol levels are lower, your body is working the way that it should, your muscles are repairing properly and healthily, your body is functioning in a very healthy and consistent way. If you are on a schedule, if you are waking up hungry and you're eating a very good, high protein and very nutrient dense breakfast, you are setting yourself up for success the rest of the day. Plan out your breakfast, plan out your lunch, do your workout in the morning if you see that that will work for you, and be consistent with that for a few days to a couple weeks. And I promise you, when they say it takes 21 days to build a habit, sometimes it takes less. You just have to be strong, you have to keep doing it, and you have to find things that you enjoy and find a schedule that does work for you.
Your new weight scales or your food weight scales or whatever, because I'm not gonna be wasting time cooking all this food and you don't eat it.
Every time you cook, you make large ass portions like you feeding the army.
Right. And that's because she's used to eating a very large portion just for herself. So like I was saying, when you're a certain size, you don't have the right hunger cues. And I want to make like a 10 tips I wish I knew before losing weight, or during, or some video like that. That is a great tip, that when you're first starting out, buying a kitchen scale is a game changer. Because when I first started, I was only counting my calories. And by the serving, but I was not weighing it out. When you weigh out your portions, you are opening yourself up to realizing how much you truly are eating. With certain things, I was eating 3 servings and I did not even know. How I visioned portion sizes was completely different to reality. When you get bigger and bigger, you don't realize these things. You just keep eating and it's very, very bad. So buying a kitchen scale is seriously so important. Not only for weight loss, but just living a healthy lifestyle.
This bitch called me an army.
I did not call you no mother.
Called me an army. I'm gonna save it.
Save it for what?
I can eat it in the morning.
Girl, you gonna have to eat in the morning, noon, night, until the whole plate is gone.
Because it's a huge portion.
For work, I run an in-home childcare with my mom for about 20 years now.
Sweet. And in my opinion, like, yes, I'm gonna praise her for taking care of children. That is one of the best things you can do, is be there for the children of our society. They are the next generation, and we should be doing everything we can to educate them and you be there for them, nurture them, give them love, can be successful and emotionally intelligent adults. But this woman clearly is not even taking care of her own health or body, and she cannot keep up with children. So whilst as much as I'm going to praise her, I'm going to dispraise her because she can't take care of the kids in the way that they need to be taken care of, especially if they are not her kids. And this might be harsh to say, but if I was sending my child to daycare, main caretaker was of this woman's weight, I would not send them to that daycare. Because how am I going to trust somebody to take care of my child correctly and to be there for my child in any way, whether it's an emergency or just being there to have that one-on-one playtime with them and with other children, if she can't even take care of her own body and you know, her own physical health? I would not send them to that daycare.
I went to school in Hollywood to become a makeup artist, but it's a lot easier for me to just be with the kids and, you know, sit with them because...
Right, exactly. It's a lot easier for her to just sit and be at home because she is just such a big size that it's hard for her to probably get in and out of a car multiple times, to, you know, walk.
Working as a makeup artist, I have to be on my feet. I'm constantly standing, and at my size, I don't know if I could, like, keep up with that right now. Can Miss Nisha go in the house with you guys? I am! I can't get in here. I have to be out.
Oh my God, these kids called her ass out. That's
Here, guys,
crazy.
sorry.
Hey, niece, can you come get the food ready? I'll have Debbie watch the kids right now. All right? Mm-hmm. All right.
The relationship with me and my mom is extremely complicated. I feel like anytime you're working with family, things get muddled. Plus, the trauma from growing up in a cult has definitely affected every aspect in my life, whether it's with food, relationships, basically anything.
Yeah, how's everything going at home with Jazz?
It's going good. She told you, but Jazz asked me to go with her to her family's Sunday dinner to tell her family about her weight loss surgery.
So you don't think they'll be happy for her?
Every time we have the conversation about church, it doesn't always go well. I wish my mom took ownership.
I understand that. I have experience with that as well.
Understood where I was coming from. What she does is she makes it a me problem and say that, like, the whole cult situation.
And so does my mother. That's why a lot of the things I do not talk to my mom about, because it always turns into something about her. It turns into something about her story, her, you know, her childhood and everything like that, which I appreciate. Like, I will sit here and listen to her, but sometimes it's not about you. And sometimes moms and parents in general need to take that disconnect and listen to their children. Facing the hard shit is worth it, because you are not only going to become mentally stronger, emotionally stronger, but if you are of an unhealthy weight and body fat and unhealthy lifestyle, you're most likely going to fix that. Because once you start dealing with those issues and traumas head on, most likely, most definitely, your mental health is going to become better. So therefore, you will already be taking care of your body better, period.
I should have had. I didn't have the love that I deserved. I didn't have the support. I didn't have a lot of things. I was kind of forced to be this robot.
You okay? Okay. I think you should rise above this situation, support Jazz.
A lot of women especially become this size because of shit that has just completely tarnished their self-image, their self-esteem, their self-worth, and everything like that. But like I've been saying, there is only so much that you are in control of as a child. But when you are an adult, you need to work on those things. And it's very, very important for you to get that out, for you to talk to somebody. Because if not, you're going to end up like these women. You're going to end up like Tammy, you know, from 1,000 Pound Sisters. You're going to end up like Hungry Fat Chick, Amber Lynn Reed. God forbid anybody wants to be like that. I mean, let's be serious, right? So this comment right here, this is what the body positivity movement glorifies, which is just morbid obesity. And somebody said, right, if big is beautiful, why get scared when people see you? It's delusional, and we are feeding into it. The people that say that, you are just as much as an enabler as the people giving the other people food. Stop telling them that it is okay. It is not okay. It is not healthy. You should not aspire to be like this. The mom could have said sorry. Even the mom was manipulated too. She could have said sorry for being the adult in the situation and not protecting you. Right, and I agree with that. So like I was saying, a lot of, you know, people have so much trauma in their life that they get to this point. And I have empathy. I have sympathy for, you know, people ending up like this. I was one of those people. And sometimes you just really, really have to dig deep into those traumas. It's very hard. It is very, very difficult. I will never. That was my rock bottom. A lot of people don't have their rock bottoms. A lot of people's rock bottoms is death. And when you get to a certain point, you have to make the decision and change. Because if you don't, you're gonna die. And that's not even with being obese. It's with a drug addiction. It's with alcohol addiction. It's with a lot of things. So when you hit a certain rock bottom, it is only up to you and you only to change that from that point forward. So the fact I'm gonna praise these women coming on the show and wanting weight loss surgery and really doing everything they need to, the mom just doesn't seem good. Just like Tammy and Amy's mom right here. She's a piece of shit, and I'll be honest, I don't know her personally, but just from the show, what we see about her, she's a piece of shit. Us as adults, if we want to have children, we need to be the healthiest we can be, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So we stop the generational cycles of morbid obesity in the family and just the absolute emotional damage that we give to our children because of trauma, because of being obese, and just because of just extreme unhealthy habits. But now that is it for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We will be watching more of these. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments and thoughts down below, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.